Hey, what's up? I'm Brandon Kaiser, and doing this a little late this year, but anyways, I'm going to tell you what my top 10 movies of 2014 were. 2014, I saw a ton of movies. I estimate around 68 movies I think I saw that came out in 2014, so very informative this year as to what my top 10 is. The only thing I think I'm missing at this point is American Sniper, maybe? But I'll see it soon, so no worries. Right away, I'm just going to, because everyone cheats on these top 10s, I'm going to quick knock out my honorable mentions, which were Edge of Tomorrow, The Guest, and Begin Again. They were close. Didn't quite edge out things from my top 10. There were a lot of good movies this year. It's hard to get a spot. So, without any further ado, let's get to the top 10. Number 10 is Interstellar. That's right. My most anticipated movie of this year comes in number 10. Kind of disappointing, right? Yeah, it's true. There's some problems with it, but overall, it's the only movie I saw this year twice in the theater. It still was an amazing experience, and it was just as entertaining the second time around. It's a movie I'm sure I will continue to revisit, and even though there's some things that are iffy on it, I still think it's a great movie and deserves to be in the top 10.
Hey Squirt, Lego my ego.
That's right, number 9, we're going to the Lego Movie. Snubbed by the Oscars, but still probably my favorite animated movie of the year. And that's a strong category this year. However, Lord and Miller once again have proven that they can take anything and make it into an amazing movie. This was no exception. It was also the first appearance on this list of Chris Pratt, as you will find out as we move down the list, and is probably no surprise to anyone. And this was the first big movie he had of the year, and overall it's just a great freaking movie. Fun and entertaining for all ages, and yeah, not one to miss. Even had some emotional resonance towards the end. So, that's right, Lego Movie.
You choose me?
That's right. Number 8 is Snowpiercer. Another trend here. This is the first time you'll find Chris Evans on my list. Both of those guys had great years, and Snowpiercer was the lesser known of the two for Chris Evans. It's done by the guy who did The Host, and if you liked that movie or any of the other movies he's done, you probably check this out. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then you probably should check it out. It's on Netflix right now, depending on when you watch this, and it is great Asian cinematic, adventure that takes place on a train in a post-apocalyptic world. But it's a great movie. You should definitely give it a chance. It's a movie with a very, different premise. It brought a lot new to the table, things I'd never seen before. For that, I'm sticking at number 8.
Lights out! Now you want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Oh, well, everybody's heard about the bird. The bird's a winner, well, a bird.
Birdman, number 7. Michael Keaton is a tour de force in this movie. He has a good shot at winning the Oscar. We'll see what happens. He did win a Golden Globe already when I'm filming this. And it's, again, a movie unlike anything I've ever seen before. Inarritu tried to make a movie that seemed like it was all done in one continuous shot. Extremely just entertaining, interesting, and yeah, great movie. Edward Norton's great in it, Emma Stone is great in it. The whole cast is great in it. It's just a crazy movie. Maybe not for everyone, but I thought it was awesome. Can't wait to watch it again. It's one of those I can't wait to revisit. So Birdman, it's number 7.
Have you seen my baseball?
In case you couldn't figure it out, number 6, I have The Raid 2. I think the subtitle's like Barandal or something like that. Sometimes it has it, sometimes it doesn't. But we're just going to call it The Raid 2. It's a phenomenal action movie. One of probably the greatest action movies I've ever seen. Just saying a lot. And by far the greatest action movie I saw this year. There were some good ones. John Wick was good. And I don't know, some other stuff. I can't remember. I saw a lot of movies. But for a straight action movie, The Raid 2 is great. It's, once again, an Asian movie, even though it's done by Gareth Evans, I think, is this one. Right? Or is it Edwards? Nope, Evans. Edwards did Godzilla. Gareth Evans made another great Raid movie, just like The Raid Redemption was. But this time I felt like it outdid the first one in every way possible, and that's saying a lot. It had insane action sequences, some of the most amazing you'll see. If you like action movies and, you know, Asian cinema and don't mind subtitles, you will love The Raid 2. Everyone loves The Raid 2 who sees it, so just watch The Raid 2, please, because it's awesome. Number 6, The Raid 2.
And you? Who are you?
I'm Batman.
Number 5, Gone Girl. No surprise since it's David Fincher again. Kind of like Christopher Nolan, someone who appears on a lot of my top 10 lists every year. This was an amazing movie yet again. Ben Affleck was great, Neil Patrick Harris, and Tyler Perry even, but Rosamund Pike was phenomenal in this movie. Yeah, just an amazing performance and a great movie. I never read the book, but the movie completely blew me away, and it was one of those that I just kept thinking about, and so of course when it came time to do this list, I couldn't help but bring it. So there it was, at number 5, Gone Girl. Four is Whiplash. Yeah, this is a movie I almost didn't get to see, but eventually I did get to see it, and I was very glad I did. It was an amazing movie. It was one I was looking forward to greatly, but it was one of the most intense movies I saw all year, and for the most part, it's Miles Teller, J.K. Simmons on a drum set, and that was enough. Yes, J.K. Simmons will probably win the Oscar, and he already won a Golden Globe, and he fully deserves it, in my opinion. I've always liked J.K. Simmons, you know, Spider-Man movies, and Thank You for Smoking, and every time it popped up, I always thought he was a great actor, but this was such a great performance, and this new director, he's a lot of promise. I can't wait to see what he does next. And then, I'm also a drummer who was in jazz bands and stuff, so on that level it got me. So I connected with it in that way, and that, not needed for this movie, but, you know, how is that not going to affect my opinion of it and make me like it even more? So, but really, the thing I want to mention is that Miles Teller doesn't get enough credit for what he did in this movie. I mean, he put on a great performance. I had seen him in other movies and always thought, hey, I kind of like that guy. But this was a performance that he wasn't playing the same character that he kind of plays. But man, he is totally, unrecognized, and I'm sure he learned a ton of the drumming stuff, and I fully believe that was his real blood and, taped up hands and stuff. He probably did that to himself for real, preparing for this movie, so yeah. Whiplash, number 4. Fucking awesome movie.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
I like your knife. I'm keeping it.
You're welcome.
That's right, Guardians of the Galaxy is only number 3. When I went into this list, I had the top 3 pretty much figured out, but didn't quite know where to place them. and I rewatched them all in preparation, and the surprising thing to me was Guardians of the Galaxy kind of lost a little bit on rewatching. But still a fantastic and amazing movie. This was James Gunn's fucking, come out party to the world of I'm a great filmmaker. I mean, yeah, I like Slither, and I've never really seen Super, even though I've always wanted to. So I've always respected James Gunn, but man, this was his fucking movie. It was also Chris Pratt's second appearance on this list, and it's also his kind of, since he was now visible, his big thing of, everybody wants me in their movie, and kind of where we are. But everyone else was great too. I mean, this movie made you fully entertained and fully believe and just have a good time with the fact that there is a talking raccoon and a giant walking tree that says the same phrase or sentence over and over again. I mean, going into it, I knew these things, and I still was like, how are they going to pull this off so that everyone loves it? And they did. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, oh yeah, Drax was hilarious. Like, that came out of nowhere. Dave Bautista, man. Never thought that much about him, but now I'm thinking, can't wait to see him in Spectre and stuff. So, Guardians of the Galaxy, an amazing movie. Thought it was going to be higher on this list, but still, very deserved at number 3.
Yeah, well, why don't you give me Ape Tit for 200?
It's not Ape Tit.
Hey, we're the monkeys, and people say we monkey around.
Number 2, yeah, it's Dawn of the Planet of the Apes. This was another hard decision for me. When I rewatched Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I couldn't believe how good it was. I mean, I knew it was amazing from when I first saw it, but rewatching it, every part of it held up to me, and I may have even liked it more. Andy Serkis does amazing things with motion capture. What more can you say? Toby Kebbell this time joins him though, and now becoming the other guy in motion capture that is awesome. But in general, Weta or whatever, amazing effects. If they don't win the Best Special Effects Oscar, there's something wrong, which is normally the category they get wrong, so it won't surprise me, but it'll just make me mad. But overall, this movie, despite the effects, is still a great movie. The story, Jason Clarke is awesome, Gary Oldman is fantastic. Both sides, very entertaining. Just top-notch, top to bottom, beginning to end. I can't believe how much of a great movie this is. And I liked Rise Against the Planet of the Apes, I liked Rise of the Planet of the Apes, and I thought Dawn overshadowed it in almost every way. Matt Reeves, man. You get me, okay? I'm the weird person who really loves Cloverfield, and Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, you completely, you did it again. And you may have done it better, hard to say. Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, amazing movie. And number 2.
Hail Hydra.
They're coming to America.
That's right. Number 1, Captain America, the Winter Soldier. If you couldn't tell, I love this movie. This movie is pure joy to me. I was looking forward to it, and I really like Captain America, the First Avenger, but this one just blew me away in every way possible. I love this movie. I don't know how much I can say that, but it's true. This is the closest I have ever felt to seeing a comic book storyline done on screen. And the Russo brothers came out of nowhere. I mean, yeah, I love Community, but I didn't know who these guys were. I didn't know why they were getting this movie. After seeing it, I am very glad they did. I can't wait to see Civil War. I'm hoping that it doesn't become the Tony Stark show, because in truth, Captain America is my favorite Avenger, at least in the comics. In the movies, he never was. But now that has kind of changed for me thanks to this movie. So, great fucking movie. Completely changed the Marvel Universe. It's much more of a spy thriller than it is a comic book. Well, I guess not much more, but it's more of a spy thriller than before. Chris Evans is fantastic. This is his second appearance on my list, so yeah, this was a great year for Chris Evans, in my opinion anyways. I think, this is the best Black Widow movie we have to this point. Yeah, changed everything. Every single, I just smile throughout this entire movie. That's what it does to me. It brings me absolute joy. So, for that reason, and just the fact that it is an amazing movie, I'm putting Captain America the Winter Soldier at number 1. So, good job, Marvel. You have 2 movies in my top 3, and yeah, I think this was probably your best year. Yeah, there was no Avengers movie, but damn, I don't think it needed it. So that is my list. Hope you enjoyed it. If you didn't, let me know in the comments. If you did, let me know in the comments. Otherwise, be sure to like and subscribe. Check out the rest of our stuff too. There's some good stuff in there. I hope to make things a little better in 2015, increase the quality of the show, do some new things, try some new things out, do what we can to make things better, and hopefully get more of an audience. So, with that, I will leave you. Looking forward to 2015. Ton of good movies. Well, I hope there's a ton of good movies. I hope there's a lot of good movies I'm looking forward to coming up this year. Can't wait. Find your own ways of resisting boredom.